Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have a little bit of a haul for you, not a huge one, a little bit of thrifting and a quick DIY on a mirror. So come along for the journey. We're gonna have a good time as usual. And then of course we'll do a haul at the end. On my way home, I decided to stop at the Old Central Antique Mall where I have found plenty of treasures. It's in a little town called Port Orchard, but today I went because I really wanted to pick up this piece of art that you see in my intro video. It had been marked down to $45 and I thought today was the day. Besides the oil painting, I found a couple other things, but I may go back for this mortar and pestle. It was quite large and it was only $22. So I kind of kicked myself that I didn't buy it. And then since I was already in town, I decided to hit the Goodwill, and I'm so glad I did. I found so much great stuff. So I really thought I was going to strike out. Everything seemed really high price. Like this little set was $20. And then that piece of glass was $25. And then I realized that coming into the door, the first section I went to was their vintage and collectible section. And that is not where you want to shop when you go to the Goodwill. Although, you know, sometimes they have some pretty unusual and amazing things, but that's fairly rare. But I did find a couple things, surprisingly. I was really looking for barware that day, and right off the bat, I got lucky, and then I got luckier and luckier. It was a good haul. two red leather chairs and an ottoman. The lady had them priced at $60 originally on Facebook Marketplace, and I had sent a couple messages and she hadn't responded. I really wanted them. And then she never responded, and then the next day she relisted them at $160, I think, and I told her I didn't care. I still wanted them. They're still a good deal at $160. I'm not going to be mad about it because I'm sure she was kicking herself that she had listed them so low. Anyways, they're super cool. Can't wait to show you. So I just picked up the chairs, and apparently this was her grandma's house, and her grandma's in assisted living, so they're trying to get rid of a bunch of furniture. So I also picked up this large white wicker lamp that's super cool. Looks very Victorian, although I don't think it is from the Victorian era, and 3 sets of colored glassware. So I'm super excited about that. I had just got a bamboo shelf at the store, and it needs extra glassware, so it's gonna look super good. So now we're headed off to go to the booths. Okay, we are here at Lander, and the first thing that we're gonna do is go check out the booths, see what kind of shape it's in, do some fluffing, and then I'm gonna make room for those 2 red chairs. So it's looking a little bit like a hot mess. So I sold this table that was right over there. So now everything's on the ground. I honestly don't know if I will have room for those 2 red chairs, because I have this huge black one here, and then I have that one, and then see, somebody just threw that blanket on the chair like that. So I need to do some fluffing. So I'm not gonna have room for those red leather chairs, but look at this. This is pretty good. It's an architect's drawing table, and so basically you can fold it any way you want to, at any angle. And then I also picked up this little bench at Abraham's for 20 bucks. Actually, no, it was $10, so I'm taking that in. So these are the red leather chairs. Of course, they have stuff on them, so they're pretty darn good. But this one has a tiny hole that I didn't know about, but I think they'll still do well, even though they have to go into storage for a bit. And then this is that cool wicker lamp. Look at the lampshade. Isn't that awesome? Very cool. And then this is the glassware. Blue, amber, and then this red patterned glass. Stunning. I don't know if you can tell, but it looks a lot better. And here's that architect's table. Isn't that cool? I got this for $10 at that barn sale. And then these stamp boxes I had, and I thought one day I would use them myself as a display, but unfortunately they are now in the booth, or fortunately, because they're great pieces. So I've gotten in the habit of getting everything bagel with this sugar-free dark chocolate mocha latte. So I'm going to do that right now before I head over to Sodo. Hey, so it's our 3rd anniversary today at Abigail's Artful Abode. And
And I was just thinking about it, but you know, the store started as basically just a lark. I had been looking for an office in that area, Poulsbo, to basically manage vacation rentals. I wanted to be right downtown, but there were no office spaces, only retail. And this beautiful space came open. I had spotted it 8 months before, and then the owners retired. And I'm like, what am I going to do though? This is a huge space and I only need like 200 square feet, which is what I had in Gig Harbor. And I decided, well, I'm going to stock it with vintage and home decor and furniture. And, you know, if it sells and it's enough to pay the rent, then I'm totally happy, because the money-making part of the business would be the vacation rental business. But like 6 months into having this store and having this second location, I was in the store. It was a gorgeous day, and I just realized I wasn't having any fun anymore managing vacation rentals. It had become more than stressful, and I just decided right then and there I don't want to do it anymore. I sold that business and I kept the antique store, the vintage store. And here I am 3 years later, and now I have 2 antique booths. And you know, I'm not going to say it's always easy. I'm tired lots of times because I'm doing a lot of heavy lifting, and I mean that literally. But I think I am living my best life, and I don't think anybody could ask for anything better than to do what really gives them joy in life. And this certainly does for me. I bought this mirror for $5 at a garage sale. It had been painted green, but I decided I wanted to return it to its former gold glory. First, I started with a base of white paint. In the end, I decided not to actually finish it with the brushed on paint, and I went with spray painting it instead. When it was done, I finished it with a dark wax to bring out the decor of the frame. Hey guys, if you are a regular, welcome back. If you're new, my name is Abigail and I own Abigail's Artful Abode. I have a brick and mortar store. I also have 2 antique booths and I sell on all of the platforms. And of course, you can follow me on Instagram where I post new stuff almost every single day. All my information is down below in the link tree. And I think most importantly, I love to share what I find. And so I do a haul every single week. So if you're like me and you're a thriftaholic, then join me on this great adventure. Today, I'm coming to you from my store. It's Monday. I always work on Mondays and I have a ton of stuff to show you. I have to kind of work in between customers. So customers have been coming in all day, but it's sunny today. The lighting is perfect. And so let's just get right into the haul. So I bought this beautiful bamboo, maybe it's up there, I don't know, beautiful bamboo shelving unit. And so I wanted to fill it up with barware. We usually have a ton of barware, but this is a big shelving unit. And so we didn't have quite enough to go in there. And you know, the thrifting gods have been with me and I have just found some really awesome barware. So let me show you what I found. And so I always ask people, you know, is there anything else you're selling? And this was a young girl who lived in a kind of like a very 60s, very 50s house. And so anyways, come to find out, she was living in her grandma's house who was in assisted living, and she was kind of trying to clear out all the excess stuff in there. So she sold me 2 sets of glasses, actually 3 sets of glasses. These beautiful blue ones right here, are those not stunning? And are these not going to look amazing and wherever you put them? And then look at these. It's almost like an inverted hobnail, and they're just both so beautiful. And then she also sold me these amber ones, which I would use for like ice cream. That's what I would use them for. So really pretty, 3 sets of them. And it's interesting because she said she had a ton of white wicker. Well, white wicker is really not on trend at the moment. But she had a picture of this, what looked to me like this little lamp that was like this big, right? And I said, well, I'll give you 15 bucks for it, right? And then it turned out to be like this. So it was a huge lamp. And so, you know, I paid up for the wingback. So I thought that was kind of an even score with what the prices she gave me for the glasses and the lamp. So I was happy, she was happy, and it was a good score. On the way home last week, I think it was on Wednesday when we did the big spring reset, I decided that I wanted to stop at this antique mall, and I found these really cute little corn, salt, and pepper shakers. I'm going to put them in that kind of kitschy spring cabinet. I'll put a picture up there. I think they're going to look super cute. And we usually ask $15 for salt and pepper shakers. So that's what I'm going to put on here. I also picked up this cute little deer. He is adorable. He was only $5. He's also going to go into that cabinet. Right after I went to the antique mall, I decided to make a quick stop at the local Goodwill in this town. I'm so glad I did. I cannot even believe everything that I scored. It was really a good day. So I found these silver-plated coasters. These are so cool. They're not unusual, and I don't know what the comps are on these. I mean, I tend to think that we'll probably ask $25 for them. I don't see them as often as I used to. I found more barware at that Goodwill. I found these. It's a set of, I think it's 6 of them. So 6 of them. I don't think these are quite as vintage as the other ones, but I love this kind of light blue color and I love the shape of these. These are very vintage. Look at those. Look at the gold and the brown. I found 4 of these all together, and on these, because they are vintage and they are beautiful, we'll probably put like anywhere between $35 and $40 for a set of 4. These next ones are not old, but they are so gorgeous. Look how they sparkle. They are just stunning. They don't have any tags on them, but these are high quality glasses, and I paid $1.99 for them. The rest of them, I think at Goodwill, they charge, if they're not marked, they charge like 69 cents per glass, but these were $1.99, and I think I got 6 of them. Moving on, I have a couple pottery pieces. Look at this. I love this rattan handle, and I love the glaze on this. Another cool pottery item is this Mexican water pitcher. I mean, this is after my own heart, and it reminds me of my childhood. I also found a piece of Pyrex. So typically I don't look for Pyrex. Number one, because everybody else is looking for it besides me. And number two, I don't know. I'd never look typically in that kind of section, the kitchen section. But this one caught my eye. I love the blue on it, and I love those little daisies. I don't know anything about Pyrex. All I know is that in the past, when we've gotten a piece of Pyrex, just inadvertently, I pick up a piece of Pyrex, they always sell, which is really interesting because I feel like everybody's got Pyrex in their store or their booth, right? But it has sold every single time that I'm taking the tag off. Every single time that I've picked one up. So this one I paid $2.99 for, and I don't know what I'm going to price it because I don't know what it comps for. If you guys know the pattern, let me know, but I'm sure I could find something on it online. But I love that blue color. So I made a stop at St. Vincent's de Paul, and I got this. So this isn't old, but I love the patina on it. I think it's very current. It's on trend. I love the shape of it. And it was only $4.99. I also got, and I really debated on this, but I got this marble container. I think it's a utensil container, urn, vessel. Anyways, it's for utensils, and it's a black onyx, really pretty, heavy, and it was only $4.99. And I debated on whether I should get it, and then I decided yes, I think it's cool enough to get. I was so excited to find these. So look at these. They're Italian Florentine. I don't think they're the older pieces, they're the newer pieces, because they feel more like plastic to me instead of like wood, but it still says made in Italy. But I love the orange. And what's really interesting, I found not just this one set, which was $6.99 for the set. I found 2 sets, as you saw in the video, on the clip. I found 2 sets of these. I think like this was $6.99 and the other one was $5.99. And so I got 4 trays for that little bit of money. And I think these are fabulous. Even if they're not the old ones that are made of wood, I still think they're so boho. Another wood box I got is this one. This one is super heavy. It's got this copper clasp on it, hasp, and it is such beautiful wood. And then it's got like the yellow felt on the inside. It's hard for me to date it. Oh, and then this is a piece of the hasp. If I wanted to put it back on, I would have to find some screws to do that. I'm just gonna leave it as is because I don't have time for that. But anyways, it's a beautiful, beautiful box. and I think I paid $4.99 for it, and I got it at St. Vincent's de Paul. And on a box like this, it's super heavy, high quality. I would probably put like 30 bucks on it. Anyways, very nice. Well, it's 5 o'clock now, and it's time for me to go home, pack it all up. And I'm so glad I was able to complete this video in between customers. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, you know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when my next video comes out. And if you get out to get some thrifting done, I hope the thrifting gods are with you and you find some fabulous stuff. And otherwise, I will see you next week.